Cubs hosting the Reds, and the Reds are plus 102 on the money line. The Cubs are minus 120, over under 8 runs. The Reds getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 205, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you'd win. They lose by 1, you win. And the Cubs laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 168, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win this game by 2. Mind you, these are the overnight odds. They just came out, so they're going to change the closer we get to first pitch tomorrow. Abbott did not pitch against the Cubs either last year or this year. They have won his last 2 starts, the Reds. They are 8-2 as a team in his last 10. He's averaging 6 innings pitched and 6.6 strikeouts per game in those games. They are 3-2 in his last 5. He has a 1.8 ERA, and he's averaging 6 1/3 innings pitched in his last 5 games. In his last outing, or his last 2 outings, he's allowed no earned runs, striking out 9 and then striking out 6. Then he had 2 earned runs and struck out 3, 6 earned runs and struck out 6, and then 1 earned run and struck out 12. For the Cubs, Stroman pitched twice against the Reds last year. 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 11-4. That was in Cincinnati. He struck out 8. 6 shutout innings. They won that game 8-1. He struck out 7. They are 6-4 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 4.7 strikeouts per game in those games. The Cubs are 2-3 as a team in his last 5 starts. He's got an ERA of 4.2, and he's averaging 4 2/3 innings pitched. He gave up 7 earned runs and struck out 4 in his last game, 4 earned runs and struck out 4 in the game before that, 1 earned run and struck out 3, 4 earned runs and struck out 6, 5 earned runs and struck out 7. Now, the Cubs just lost their losing streak today, so we'll see. The Reds are up. The road team is on a 4-game winning streak. The home team is 5-5 in their last 10. The Reds are on a 3-game winning streak against the Cubs. The Reds are 6-4 against the Cubs in their last 10. The underdog has won the last 3 games they've played against each other. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line, while the underdog, getting a run and a half on the run line, is 6-4. There have been 3 one-run games in their last 10 meetings, none in the last series that they played against each other. The over is hit in their last 6 games. The over is 7-3, and the over 8 specifically is also 7-3. The last series they played was a 3-game set in Chicago, and the Reds won 8-5, 8-5, and 9-0. And then the 3 games before that they played in Cincinnati, the Cubs took 2 out of 3, winning 15-2, 7-6, and then 12-5. But the last 2 that I read off were actually this year. The first series was a 2-game set in Cincinnati. The one before that went back. The Reds are 7-3 in their last 10, 2-2 in their last 4, losing 3-0 to the Brewers, beating the Dodgers 6-5, losing to the Dodgers 3-2, and then beating the Dodgers again 9-0. It's just how some of these Reds pitchers have been pitching lately. For the Cubs, they're 8-2 in their last 10, 3-1 in their last 4. 3 games in a row beating the Cardinals 10-3, 3-2, 5-1, and then losing 3-0 today to the Cardinals, snapping their 8-game winning streak. Abbott is having a much better last 5 games than Stroman is, and considering that he's an underdog, I'm going to take a shot with the Reds here, especially seeing how they've been playing the Cubs pretty well. I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line. I'm going to take the Cubs getting the runs, and although everything here says go over, I'm going to go under because both of these pitchers' ERAs, even combined, is still less than the 8. But we'll see. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.